So guys, so far so good. Nnamdi Kanu's case is not just legal, it is political. For seeking self-determination, refusing to compromise, exposing Christians killing in Nigeria, exposing Fulani agenda under Buhari, being an Igbo man, Igbo people are in detention. Justice is in detention. Can you imagine? A cry for all is a cry for one. Nnamdi Kanu has only brought peace for his people, but they gave him judgment. They gave him judgment because he wants peace and self-respect for his people. Imagine what is going on. Imagine what Sheik Gumi is doing in this country. Sheik Gumi is busy killing people from one place to another, delivering weapons to bandits, and he will still come outside to say it. Can you just imagine? But a man who used his words to speak freedom has been under detention for things that he knows nothing about. What's really going on in this country? Why are they treating the Igbos this way? This is a cry for all, and the government needs to do something about it. This is the real terrorist. Sheik Gumi is the real terrorist. The government should do something about it. And his son just passed out from the Nigerian Defense Academy. What is really going on? And the government is aware of all these things. The government is aware that this man is killing people. This man is committing atrocities over and over again. And you detain a man that speaks justice. Pay attention to this video that I want to display on my screen before we head back into the news of the day, before we go back into the main purpose of the day.
Did you know Nigeria's top customs official was secretly arming the terrorists he publicly claimed to fight? In 2016, Hamid Ali stood before cameras at Lagos port, celebrating the seizure of illegal weapons bound for Boko Haram. What nobody knew was that he was running the largest arms trafficking operation in West Africa. As Comptroller General of Nigeria Customs Service, Ali had the perfect cover. He personally approved shipping manifests that listed AK-47 rifles as farming tools and explosives as fertilizer. Weapons arrived disguised as medical supplies and machinery parts, cleared through his ports without inspection. Over 4 years, he smuggled more than 10,000 weapons to terrorist groups across northern Nigeria. When captured, Boko Haram fighters revealed their weapons came from official customs facilities. Military intelligence launched a secret investigation. They discovered encrypted messages between Ali and terrorist leaders, payment records showing $50 million in bribes, and video footage of him inspecting weapon shipments. His operation directly armed the insurgency that killed thousands of Nigerian soldiers and innocent civilians. The man sworn to protect Nigeria's borders had become its greatest betrayer.
So guys, Igbo leaders call for urgent US intervention in Nigeria, condemn Nnamdi Kanu's life imprisonment. So I read, the Igbo intelligence operating under the umbrella of Igbo leaders of thoughts has called for immediate international intervention in Nigeria, particularly from the United States, citing an imminent threat of national collapse, reminiscent of the political crisis that preceded the Civil War and the 1966 pogrom against the Igbos. In a communique signed by President Professor Oluchukwu Amochezi and Secretary Professor Jerry Chukwuokolo, the group one of escalating killings, mass adoptions, and terrorism control over terrorists, arguing that government inaction has brought the country to the brink. Nigeria has drifted dangerously towards full-scale collapse, the group said, pointing to incidents including the killing of soldiers, adoption of military officers, kidnapping of 25 female students in Kebbi, and widespread attacks on Christian communities in the Middle Belt and South. They noted that 101 Christians were killed within 14 days in a recent report by Inter-Society. ILT called on the US to pressure Nigeria leaders into long-delayed national restructuring, including returning security powers to states and regions as originally agreed under the 1967 Aburi Accord. The group emphasizes that restructuring is the only way to prevent further descent into chaos. The elders welcome US concern over Nigerian security situation and urge the development of policy tools such as the Global Magnitsky Act and Executive Order 13886 to freeze assets, block financial transactions, revoke visas, and sanction individuals sponsoring terrorism. Measures they said could choke the infrastructure of terror without involving American troops. On the recent life sentence handed to IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, ILT condemned the judgment as unjust, illegal, and politically motivated. They cited earlier court ruling declaring his arrest unlawful, including a Kenya law ruling against Kenya's collaborations in his retention, and demanded his immediate release, compensation, and rehabilitation. The group further decried what it described as genocidal profiling and economic strangulation of Igbo business, linking to its anti-Igbo policies and Fulani expansionism. They insisted that the ideology of Biafra will persist as long as injustice against the Igbo continues. So guys, you can hear from the horse's mouth, the insecurity cannot stop until Nnamdi Kanu is released. So you guys should hit the subscribe button and follow up for more trending videos.